you like to make cutlery, that is quite difficult. So I found a cute set online and got that one, and I put them into my mold party and made these nice molds. These are quite easy to use if you take your time, and I'm going to show you how I'm using these. But you need a set of cutlery to start with. My set of cutlery was really old and not looking good, so that's why I made these molds, and I just thought about you afterwards. But I made the molds of the cutlery and I put in some clay, cut off the excess, and this is the knife, and that's the easiest one. So you just cut it off, the excess, and make the knife look smooth on the side. This will be the back side of the knife, so that's not a problem. The spoon and the fork is a bit difficult. Let's start with the fork. Again, I am just rolling a piece of clay, and you can use any kind of colored clay. I am just using the scrap clay because I am going to paint them afterwards with some gold paint. And as I told you, the fork is a bit more difficult to make. And I'm again cutting off the excess clay of my fork here. Careful that the handle up here is not going to be too thin, because then it will break right there, and you don't want that when you have used quite a lot of time to do this. So I'm going to put a little more in there because I think I got mine a bit too thin. And I'm making sure that this part of my fork is really nice. And now to the hard part. Shaping my fork with a dotting tool. And then I'm going to use a needle tool to make these markings in the fork to make it look like a fork. This part can be tricky. And if you didn't like what you make, you can just mold it away like I just did here. So I'm trying again. And I'm just going to keep on molding on my fork until I like how it looks. This is how my fork looks now. And the spoon is quite easy. Where did I put it? Right there. Again, I'm rolling out a piece of clay and put it into my mold, cutting off the excess clay. Shaping the handle of the spoon. And now I'm removing some of the clay in the spoon part to make the spoon look like a spoon. Again, don't make this part too thin because that will break the spoon later. And again, I'm using a bowl tool, shaping the spoon itself. And I have a lot of clay in here. And if you're really creative, you can make some kind of pattern on the handle on all the cutlery if you like to. But for this time I am needing quite a few of these for my dinner table, so I'm not going to make patterns here, because that would take not only would it take a long time for me to do all the forks and spoons that I need, but I'm not sure I can make them all the same. And then I am going to bake it, and when I've baked it I am going to sand it with some very fine sandpaper, and after that I'm painting it in a gold acrylic.